Rosie, the duck represented here, along with the other ducks scattered around Milwaukee's Riverwalk, proved to be unexpected icons of the city in the 1940s. They, and especially their mother Gertie, provided a well-needed distraction for the public exhausted by war.
Gertie's story is pretty simple. It's 1945. U.S. involvement in World War II had been dragging on for 40 grueling months, the public worn out from hearing about it day in and day out. And on April 25th, there just so happened to be a mother duck nesting on a piling about 15 feet away from the Wisconsin Avenue Bridge there. The local bridge tender noticed the mallard with her clutch of eggs and decided to call a journalist at the Milwaukee Sentinel. The story, published a couple of days later, was initially played off as a joke, with the first line of the article being, "You can't keep a female away from department stores even when she's a duck," making reference to the Gimbel's department store not 2 blocks away from the bridge. And for months, updates about the duck and her eggs reached the front pages of several local newspapers. And although she went by a few names depending on the paper, the prevailing name, and the one that she is now known by, is Gertie. I think the perfect encapsulation of this story comes from an editorial in the Milwaukee Journal the same day as the announcement of the Nazi surrender. And Gertie has taken our minds off some of the ugly things around her. She even helps us forget, for a few minutes, the horrible bungle that man has made of his world. After all of Gertie's eggs, like Rosie, had hatched, they were safely taken from the piling and brought briefly to the same Gimbels mentioned in the first story, where they had a photo shoot. And from there, they were brought to the Juneau Lagoon, where they lived out the rest of their lives. What started as a feel-good story transformed into a tale of motherhood. These birds had been ingrained into the fabric of the city's history, from books to song to a bronze sculpture, immortalizing an obscure but fascinatingly hopeful icon of Milwaukee.